Hey you guys, we're back. Had to do another reset, but like I said, we're back. We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep continuing. So, as a lot of you are coming back from doing that, just again be aware to be respectful of others in here. Hey there, Cheers Life, welcome back. But yeah, just we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep doing it. Like, you know, there's not gonna be a single moment where I'm gonna literally go like, okay, we're gonna be done, unless it gets too much in my brain. But other than that, we're gonna keep going. So, as more people are coming in here, please again be aware to be respectful in here because I've got mods in here that are watching. So if we have to actually block you down, then they can. Hen. Yeah, it's usually because they get disabled like out of the blue. Usually I can't. Mel! Oh my goodness, it's been a little bit since you've been in here. How you doing? Oh my goodness. That is wild. Han. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, Cheers Life, sometimes it does it, but I mean, hey, it's not too big of a fuss for me. All I'm able to do is just reset it and just do the usual stuff. But that's just what we do here. But anyway, for those that are coming in that are new, welcome. And if you are one of my returning people that are in here, welcome back. Yeah, same. She didn't even end up live last night for some reason. Like, I did not even. It was crazy. I don't know what happened on her end yesterday. Can you accept? Okay, wait. Did she fill out the form that I put out? Because I was trying to tell. There, I'm trying to remember specifically. So that way, you know. Because I could check that again just to. Eli, welcome back. How are you doing? Okay, now we're getting more people. Because usually when I do streams, currently, when I've been doing streams, sometimes through StreamYard, which is also through YouTube, I barely get like less of y'all. So this might be something. Hey, what was your friend's name by chance, just to make sure, so that way I know who I'm looking at. So that, because I think I saw someone's name, but I just don't know. You know. But anyway, we're just hanging out though, y'all. For those that are just coming in. Well, yeah. So let's see. You know what? Let's see. Sorry, you'll hear my dad in the background. Which is typically he's next door. And sometimes I can hear half of everything next door. Hang on. Okay. Um. Hey, I'm trying to tell. Yeah, I don't think I saw that name yet. I don't think, and there I'll have to see, but yeah, my videos I was. Raymond, welcome in here too. Let's go. Hang on, I gotta read this comment again. My videos I was young when I had her. Oh, that's cute. Here we go. Try to read that one comment because it was like, goes quick. Okay, yeah, and also make sure that she puts like her name down so that way I can tell, and make sure she's in the 16 plus limit as well. And then just let me know when. And also make sure she does come in at some point when she's able, so that way I could possibly put her under, because that's how I can put a bot up here, is if they're physically in the chat. Whoa, what's happening here? Oh, okay, cool. Just checking. Thank you so much to a lot of us here. But man, we got a lot of us that are coming in. Whoa. I know I don't know. I don't Raymond, the crazy thing, I don't think she didn't even end up live last night for the craziest reason. I don't know what happened yesterday, but she was not live yesterday, which was strange. Unless if either if an emergency popped up or if she was busy with things and stuff. So yeah, even I was checking my YouTube to make sure that I wasn't missing my notifications and stuff every few minutes just to make sure. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But hopefully tonight she does because, you know, man. So it's either that. Gosh, I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, hang on. Cancel. Here we go. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, you guys. So we're just chilling, hanging out. But I mean, y'all, even last night though, with me, just typical. I was once again just pulling up with another one of my side effect stuff last night. Like yesterday, last night, I was just a bit dizzy last night, but also had a little bit of a headache. But that's just side effects though with my disability medication and stuff like that. So even it was just like a whole you know who, but right now it's kind of chilled out. But earlier I thought I felt another one of them coming on, but we're pushing through it. But right now it's not that bad, so it's like, yeah, it's just a part because sometimes it's nothing like too alarming, but it's just a side effect from the medication I take. But certain medications that are seizure medications will have side effects like that, but not all of them. So like the ones I'm on, one of them is headaches, and then the other one is dizzy spells. So I get a ton of episodes, a lot, but yeah, but it's just a it's just an epilepsy thing though. So that's just what 19 years does. That's really what 19 and a half years will do with me. But the only thing I do about that is just lay down, relax, and just try to slow myself without going crazy. But also take meds if I need to. Of course, Mel's a boy. Oh, I'm like, what? You just got me like in a confused state for like 2 seconds. I'm like, what? But trust me, it happens to me too whenever I'm trying to type something. It's the same way. Yeah, right. Trust me, it's the same way like if I were to text a friend just a simple thing or something and it does that. Like, y'all, even I remembered I know for one fact yesterday my boyfriend was texting me kind of like how my day was. And then he actually also had a little bit of a miscorrect error, so I knew what he was saying after a minute, but happens all the time. Oh man, trust me. How can my friend be mod if she can't come in the live? She loves you so much. Well, try to see if she's able to come in the live if she's able. Because what she needs to do is she needs to physically be in the chat in order for me to put her as mod. Because I can't really do that off live and stuff because it would be trickier to do it off live. So, like, whenever she's able, like when she's not busy and stuff with things, just have her come into a live and then, you know, make sure you let me know when she's finished filling it out and then let me know and then I'll look at it. And then hopefully submit her when she is in the chat. You know? Alright. She is gonna live, but. Oh. Strange. Me like here. Gotta come up with this chat. Oh man. Let me come up here to make sure I. Oh, you're gonna be 33 next month? That's cool. Nice. What date? Next month. No. Oh, we have 5. Hey, that's the longest amount of people we've gotten in here so far. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we're just chilling. Doing the you. But yeah. That is crazy. Let me come back up, make sure I'm not missing anyone's comment. Yeah, let me. Try to make sure I didn't miss anyone's here. Okay, good. So I make sure I didn't miss anyone's comment. Can you check? Okay, hang on. Let me go check it real quick. So give me like a minute. Hang on. Put you like this for like just a moment. So that way I can look at it. So it's simple to do. Oh, excuse me there. Let's see. Okay, I want to check something real quick. Jim, welcome in here. How are you doing? I just now see you're in here. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Hang on, I'm trying to check. Make sure I'm seeing the name in here. Oh, I definitely miss you too there, Jim. Hang on. I'm trying to check for Shane Pervert. Okay, I think I do see your name. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I see her. Okay, cool. Okay, hang on, y'all. I see it. Alright. Um. Okay, I think you're good. Okay. Okay. Hey, y'all. So I had to check that real quick, which, even that's the thing when it comes to mods as well as looking through stuff and all that, because, it's important. But Cheers Life, I see her name up there, and she is pretty much in the clear at this point. So whenever she's able to get in here and stuff, I will be able to submit her. But yeah, we're just hanging out though right now for those of you that are just coming in. But yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, so let's see. And we have 5 of you. That's crazy. But we're just hanging. Hopefully everybody's day has been going well on here, because it's good to have a good day on here. But yeah, definitely let me know when she does come in here and she is in the comments. That way, you know. And so, Jim, I think you asked too. I think if you wanted to be mod too, I think you did ask that as well, which you're able to fill out the form because you're at the age limit. Because I think you did ask, I think, a while back or so. But just do it. Yeah, it's crazy. Mel, you good? Or what? Manuel. And so, just hanging though. Anyway, we're just hanging out though, y'all. So, for those that are coming in, we're just chilling. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe it's already May the 10th. That's crazy. Like, think that off the bat. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, Jim, I'll show you the form if you cannot find it. So it's on my channel, so you should see the post tab where all the posts go on there. Then you'll see about a couple of posts down from like 4 months ago that says for all incoming mods on it, and then you should see a link on there. And so you click that and fill out your name, your age, and then just a couple little things. It's nothing too long. It's only like a couple of questions. And then let me know on here when you're done so I can look at it and all that. Because I know you mentioned as well. Because I mean, at least you're at the age limit too. So. And then once again, y'all, I heard my dad once again burping next door. Trust me, my dad's a crazy one. Like half of the dads out there. At least half. Uh, Jim, thank you so much. Thank you for your kindness. We need to really show more of that on here. But also in general, we need that to be shown to others than just me. Because it's like I say it before. Like, I mean it. These days, it's slowly shrinking with all that. So, even with a person on here that's just, you know, being good too, it's like it makes so much of a good place for all of us. Slowly getting ready for work. Hopefully it goes well, Mel. Hopefully. Which I bet it would. And so it's okay. Life happens. But hopefully your day goes well. But hopefully you have a good day too. So, we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep doing it. That's how we do it here. So, actually, hon, I do need to get in here for like just a second. Just because I need to. Just gotta move some stuff out the way real quick. But we're right here, so we're just chilling. So, then again, my dad works in the background. Seriously. Wild. But yeah, hang on, let me just grab something from here that I actually need to do. Cause, you know? Here we go. There we go. Need to make sure no one's up. Shows my chat here. Well, my chat is going cray. Alright. Y'all, I'm about to hang on. And do not be alarmed if my glasses are off right now, but right now I'm just doing my slight bit of my skincare a little bit. I don't have a crazy skincare routine. I really just use this stuff, but give me like just a second. So do not mind me looking a little wild about my visions, but that's because I'm using my pads to get this looking good. So, and for some of you asking, this is what it's called. I have bragged about this a few times on here, but for my new people, this stuff helps with like, this stuff is really good because it helps to get rid of like pimples and even it helps you kind of get a little bit of clear skin. And it has all like the good stuff in it. But you just put, there are little pads in here. There's more than that though. I've got a new container worth of these because they're almost out. But what you do is you just rub it all over so it's like almost dry enough. Hang on. Give me just a second because that's already explained while doing it. But, hang on. We're almost done. Just want to make sure I get everywhere. So, my vision's on now. That's on. Dang. That's what you do when you get them on. But, what what this does is it gets rid of all pimples on you. Because let's say if you're somebody who is struggling with that or is trying to start off with some kind of skincare related thing, but you kind of don't know where to start, and you just want something simple just to see how you do with it for a while. And so I have been. Let me turn the lid on now so you can kind of see it. Oh, hang on. So I have been using these anti-blemish pads, which, like I said, they do all the things on it. Like, it has aloe vera on it, all the good stuff that is supposed to be for good health like that. And that's how sometimes for some of you that do come in here, and if you ever kind of think, how does she look so good for some reason? That's because I literally use this. So all you do is you use this basically once a day. So you basically are kind of, it's like once a day, but you use it twice a day. So in the mornings, or at least anywhere, like after you wake up and stuff like that. And then, but like right as you're getting ready for bed, you just grab one of these pads that is in here, which are like alcohol pads really, but with the good stuff in it. You just grab one and you just get at it. You just rub it all over till it dries. And then what's crazy is it will collect all of like the dirt and sweat and add-on stuff that's been on there, and it clears off really good. Like, y'all, it's wild. But for reference, that's like that's an example of it. It will collect all that. And oh, it will make you at least feel somewhat fresh, but also makes you feel pretty good. But if you are curious where to get it at your local Walmart. Like, that's where I've gotten it, is at Walmart. And it does really good. And also, it does have a little bit of a tingly sensation, but that's just because but it's nothing like alarming here. With that's a good thing, because if it's tingling in you, that means it's actually getting in there and working. So just kind of, you know. And now, it takes a little bit too just to kind of show it back, but and that we're looking good for the day. We're not gonna look crazy, you know? Because you better not look crazy in public than looking good. So, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I've done some night streams before, so maybe I will do one night, maybe. Yeah, make clear because I see some people in the. Here we go, right here. Right here. There we go. I love you too there, Jim. Thanks, Mel. Oh my gosh, Mel. Yep. Thank you so much for your comment. But yep, that's what I do. Like, it's just little. And, let me just say this. The skincare routine doesn't have to be, like, crazy. It can just be a couple of things that are simple. Like, especially if you are just getting started. Start with, like, maybe one or two just good basic things. And then, if you like it after a while, maybe add something to it. You know? Because, and I'll say, at the end of the day, doing your own skincare like that, it makes you feel really good. And it kind of gives a little bit of a confidence look to yourself. And it also makes you look like you're way younger than you actually are. So, some people can look at me and think that I'm a little bit older than I am right now, because it's like, the glowy hit just happened. So, it's like the shock reaction out of it. And so, and of course, I do get a couple of pimples here and there, but hey, using that corrects it. So, that way it's not nearly as much craziness there. Because, I mean, it's good to have something. Because if you don't, then what are you doing to yourself? And you just want to feel good. And plus, it's good to feel younger and stuff like that, because it just makes you feel really good and not just feel like, okay, why am I just wasting my time just not doing anything? You know? Yeah. Yeah, I do wear sunscreen. Like, for example, like, let's say when I'm at the pool during the day, like when it's more like afternoon, morning hours. But if it's like late evening hours, like when the sun's almost going down but not quite down, like when it's so much shade, not a lot, because it's like I'm near shade a lot. But other than that, I do wear sunscreen too, especially when it gets very hot and stuff like that. And which, for some of you asking, what if y'all are thinking too, what do I use out of those two? I use both. I literally use the spray and the cream and really I like the spray better because it's quicker. But also it just, it's a simple situation. But really I use the spray more on like my body. Like, basically, hang on. So really I just use that like my body, my arms, my neck, my back, hair down. But I use more of like the lotion part of my face, because sometimes doing the spray on your face, for some people, you still kind of get burned still doing it, because sometimes that's not that great on it. So I use both those, but that's just what we do and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. Oh gosh, let's see. We use a lot of ones. Like, I know for one fact we use. Oh, hang on. I use a few different kinds. Um, I think one of them that we use, oh, I need to look, but I know we use like, let's see. Well, I mean, there's a couple of different kinds. Like there's one Neutrogena kind I do use sometimes. That is pretty good. And then I do use this one like this like banana brand, which I heard of that one, and then another brand that I just forgot the name of it. But I do use all different kinds that are pretty good related and stuff, because it's about finding the best one that works really good. Because and oh, actually, here's what's funny. Speaking kind of into that subject, y'all, the other day I went on Amazon to order my swimsuit of the year, because sometimes it's like every year or two, it's like, it's time to switch it up. So, y'all, this year, going a different route this year. So, the past couple years, and even kind of then, I've been doing bikinis a lot, which are like the tank versions. So it's just like a tank top into it with the shorts. This year, in general though, I have seen a lot of swimsuit dresses, which are like the cutest things. So I'm like, you know what? Let's see what's out there. And they have all kinds of good ones off of like Amazon. And so it took me probably to try on two different ones to see which one I ended up liking. So at first, my mom ordered me one through Kohl's. I didn't really like the fit of it because it was way too weird, because like right here it just went like this, just showing my boobs way too weird, which is odd. And then even the fabric was more like stuck, like more like tight stuck onto me, and not like this where it's a loose fit, not like, and because the thing is with um with someone like me who's a little bit wide, I do not like when something does it. I do not like it sticking out. It's just too, weird for me. So, I found this really cute one off of Amazon. And the brand it's from, which is from Hannah Nicole, I've heard of how good they are, because I've seen a lot of the of those exact swimsuit, that exact, the, I'm talking too quick, the exact swimsuit company through TikTok. And I've seen different people try on like different kinds from there, and it's even, they're pretty good. Hang on, hang on. I haven't got the tag of it quite yet, but it does fit me pretty good. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. But hang on, let me get it situated so I can see it really good. But it is really cute. I will tell you guys that. So actually, y'all, for reference, last year's swimsuit was a. So actually, I could show you. No, I'll show you guys my last year's swimsuit and a year before that too, as well. While we're here, so some people will kind of get a little obvious with it a little bit. Let me pull it out though. It's in here. It's just hiding in between a couple of things. Which, that's how closets go. So for reference, last year's, I gotta see if I can grab the shorts in here too. Hang on. Let's see. Hang on. Got so many little parts in here. So, oh god. Hang on. Malfunctioning. It's just, just trying to get it onto. Hang on. Go. Y'all might. Yes. Raven, I can see you. Hang on. Oh god. What the heck? Here we go. Just trying to get a couple things situated before. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything yet. So give me just a minute. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just grabbing something. Huh. Oh, where do I have it? Give me just a moment. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just grabbing something. So, hang on. It's like, just slowly trying to make sure you have it all before you're showing it. Because, you don't want to know something of that, and then, you're going to get screwed at it. Just for doing it. Let's see, I think it's in here, just in between stuff. So, tutu. Man. Let me, gosh. Hang on. Anywhere. Might be in here, just it's hidden. Okay. So, I think it's somewhere else, but I'll just show you the other top. Oh god. What the heck was I doing? Okay. Anyway, so let's see. I think it's with it or it is in a door. Actually, okay, let me fix this though. So give me just a second, because it is not even hanged up properly. I think it's because it was one day because it was just hung up like a different way before. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. Anyway, we're here now. Yeah, let me come here, make sure I'm not missing any comments from y'all. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Now we're here at least somewhere. Okay. So, for reference, I will show you guys the swimsuit I wore last year and I think the year before. I think it might have been last year. But I can't really find the bottoms to it right now, but I do have the top for it. So, hang on. My dang camera over here. Give me just a second. Okay, yeah, we're gonna turn it because the way I'm doing it is a little. Hang on. Actually, we'll flip it my way because it's right now I'm doing it through a whole winter. So this was last year. Yeah, it's obvious. It's also an Amazon one. So, again, it is this Tropical Sunset one. It's a two-piece, by the way. I can't find the shorts to it right now. But that's last year's, by the way. Keep that in mind. Then I'll show you this year's, which I got recently. And it actually fits me pretty good. But let me just make sure it's all straightened out before, And again, I have to literally, because right now I'm doing this also through StreamYard, so it's I've got to use me to flip it. But, here we go. Kind of can see it a little bit, but I'll show it kind of better at y'all. But this is what this year's. I'm open this door so does not make it obvious. Again, like I was saying, this is this year's, which is a swim dress this year. So, this is pink and black flower one. But y'all, something kind of cool too is on the inside. It's got built-in shorts and so it's kind of cool. Is the inside of it. It's also tummy control. I will tell you this too. So, it's not it won't show my stomach as much. For me, looking down for a little, half of it will be a little bit of a stick out, but not too much to where I'll be too bothered by it. But it's cool because on the end, I'm gonna pull it up. Right there and through up here is literally, it's almost if us girls were wearing the spaghetti strap tanks. That's kind of what it's like. It's almost like that underneath it. It's like when us girls go to wear that a lot under, especially under certain clothing that's like either see-through related or, not that's too crazy, but we want to still wear it. So it's like that, but it's all the way under. But yeah, so that is the swimsuit for the year. So honestly, I cannot even wait for June at this point. Like, yeah. Honestly, I cannot wait to even wear this in the pool and just feel cute. But oh gosh, though. But hang on. But also at the same time, man. So I'm going crazy. But now in my head, I cannot literally. At this point now, I cannot imagine whenever I've got my boyfriend out here. Sometimes, like when we have him out here, occasionally during the summer, and we do go swimming, possibly. Oh gosh, that's good. Oh gosh, my brain. He's literally gonna flip out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but we all know how that goes in a good way. Oh god, I still remember how hot that is to me though. But oh come on, you thing. But yeah, honestly, he's gonna go insane. I'm not gonna lie, one bit. Which I mean, y'all, he's too amazing. Even I still remember, because even I do have a pic of him and me from. Well, actually, it was like toward October because it was still somehow it was still decently good in October last year. And me in the swimsuit from last year, which pretty cute. Yeah, I know. I'm like crazy. Man. Yeah. Summer's my second favorite. Because, I mean, first off, you can go swimming a lot in the summer. And, in the pool is so relaxing. Like, it just feels really good. But it's like, it feels like, a lot of the pools. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I can't, I'm sorry. It's getting out of my head. Ugh. God. Ugh. I mean, that's what happens. That's just what happens. Sometimes it's like your brain just goes in that exact state where it's like, oh gosh, imagine it. But yeah. Oh, okay, I gotta chill out. Oh, that's okay. What the? Oh, hang on. Oh man, I gotta chill out. Give me a second. Whew. Man, I was like, wild moment in my head. Alright, cool, Mel. Gosh dang token. But yeah, that's just because, especially when we're dating somebody, it's like we get too in the moment. It's like talking about it in our head and just visioning it. It's like, you know, even for me, it's like, there's been a couple of streams where I've literally been blushing on live a couple of times. Just because of me either talking about him or just saying something about it, But that's just because I love him too much. And at the end of the day, I'm thankful he came into my life about a year and a half ago. Because, like, if he didn't, then honestly, I did not know where I would have been at this time. Just trying to, you know, do it. But yeah, it's crazy. So, I literally can't wait to fully get in the cute mode. It's crazy. But, yeah, it's nice. Especially. But, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So, let's see here. Alright, we got three of us in here, we're just chilling. Anyway, let's see. I mean, it's too wild, I'm not gonna lie. But, let's see. The heck? Hang on, y'all. But yeah, crazy. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's just what happens. It's too amazing. But, man, though, I hope that also, I do hope that me and my boyfriend can actually hang out the 4th of July this year, because this will hopefully this will be the first 4th of July we actually hang out. Because last year I was trying to make that happen, but he went to a camp that year, so it was just me. So it was kind of crazy, but he did miss out on a cool show, though. Even though at the camp he went to, he did have some fireworks, but not like too crazy than what we had. So, I mean, if that, if that does happen, oh my gosh. Again, I'm getting visions. It's like, what's happening? But also, that's the thing. Even during a relationship, your brain and yourself, you just start to think of like all kind of visions that you never know that you can think about. Because it's like, imagine y'all doing something cute one day, or or imagine doing this. Even with me at the time, I'm always thinking of something in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh. I get carried away. Which is what we all do. But that's just what it is when it comes to doing stuff like that. But I mean, oh, y'all, even I still remember, because even for reference, he and I have celebrated my birthday for like 2 years now. Because the first time he and I celebrated my birthday in October, which was actually when he and I were probably about, I think almost, I think we were about a couple weeks in, I think at the time. Like we were just starting, like we were in the very beginning of dating. So I think we were about, I want to say about maybe 2, 3 weeks in, we were, when I turned 18. That's the first time we celebrated my birthday, was when I was 18 and he was 17. And y'all, actually, this tells me here. And yeah, for some of you that are wondering how old we were when we first started dating, we both were 17. So we both were the same age at the time. And like I said, we were seniors in high school. Crazy. Unheard of. Yeah, I see something here. Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. I mean, it's just kind of the usual for him. Just things happen and we do text and stuff like that. And of course, he and I both send each other reels half the time, because it's what we do. In between. So like this morning, he and I both were sending reels back to back. And of course, he and I also send snaps as well every day to each other. And there's been a few, and honestly, they're pretty cute of them. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, it's crazy. So, um, yeah, so we do kind of a bit as well. And also, he and I do call when he's able and stuff like that. So we'll see today if he's even available today, which is this evening. But um, yeah, crazy. But I mean, no, I still can't get over the fact that this coming September will be our 2-year anniversary. Wow, crazy. Like, it's wild. I'm not gonna lie, one bit. Cause y'all, I'll say this right now. Currently, he's the longest relationship I've been in so far, out of like my past. Because I only dated one person before him, and he's like the typical ex-boyfriends that are total jerks. But I'm so thankful now that I am with AJ, and he actually knows how to treat me right, and he's met my parents actually. Cause Mike's met my dad a little bit, but not fully with my mom. So technically, I don't count that. And he was just too wild. Even though y'all actually crazy thing with Max, I'll say here, I actually had an epileptic seizure, literally in front of him, in English, like that exact same year, which is insane. I mean, even that I can't get out of my head, cause like that was, and even even AJ saw it too, cause he was also in the same class as well. So both of them had to encounter that. I can't think that twice. But also a lot of my friends too that were in there saw it for like the first time. Like half of that. And then yeah. It's crazy. But hey, at least at the end of the day, that's even why too I even have rescue meds on hand if needed, though. Which I actually almost had to they almost needed to they almost had to get done, but not really. Because that seizure I had only lasted 4 minutes, not 5 or more. Okay, because I have a thing. Well, I got two things now that are med related. So, um, I have a thing called what they would call a diet stat, which is it's like a syringe. Welcome back, Mel. It's like a syringe that you put. The best description I'll tell you guys is in down there. Let's just say that. But let me get up though, so I can actually get easier to explain. But let me see here what's easier to kind of demonstrate it, but not really. So kind of what it is. Um, so a diet set is a syringe that goes down your bottom. But that's when you're out though. You don't even feel that thing go in. But the only time I would have to have that involved is if I have a seizure that is 5 minutes or longer. So kind of what happens is an example. So here's your behind and here's the thing. It'll go straight in, and then there's stuff in it that you put in it too. That does all the same work. But recently, about a couple years ago or so, when I had just one of my annual neurologist appointments, because even I go see a neurologist every year for my disability to make sure I'm still doing good and doing my annual checks, just making sure I'm being good, just like I would do if I was going to my primary care physician. And so, luckily, about a couple years ago, um, my neurologist, she actually told me that there's also a nasal spray that also does the same thing, but a lot safer. So I actually felt relieved about that too, because that's also thankfully a second option I've got too. And that's actually, let me say this. That one's gonna be better because what if I have a freaking seizure in public? Like if I was working somewhere or if I was with friends. Or, or if it was just me out and about and, yeah. And the last thing I want to have happen is that goes 5 minutes or longer, and my pants have to be half stripped down, like halfway stripped down, and others just looking and just are going crazy on me. Because some people are jerks, but not everyone. Because, I don't want some people looking at me and thinking, oh god, kind of a deal. You know? And even though I don't tell about that, but still. So luckily the nose spray option is a lot safer. Because I don't have to pull my pants down. Like no one does have to pull my freaking shorts down halfway in the middle of public where a lot of people can see what's happening. And it's just safer, honestly, because you just don't want it to be feel like an embarrassing moment, even though that's had to happen when I was way younger. But that was because that was the only option I had back then, and never heard about that. But yeah, I mean but like I said, that's I only would have to use stuff like that if I only have a seizure that's 5 minutes or longer, not like every single seizure like if it's less than 5 minutes. So that's a one thankfully. Oh, I mean, with me it just depends. Like, I mean, mine's a 50-50 with doctors. Like, I don't hate. I mean, probably maybe not doctors. I think I probably sometimes only hate going to the dentist because y'all. Also, something about me when also it comes to the dentist is whenever you do X-rays and they actually do the mouth ones, like where you just sit in your chair and do it. Y'all, I have kind of let's just say when it comes to me in X-rays, I kind of have a bit, not kind of, but I have like a little bit of like, I do have, gosh, my brain, I talk quick because your brain can't process what you're saying. But I do have a little bit of, I do have a little bit of a severe gag reflex. Like, I do have severe gag reflex issues. And so, even doing it like normal, the way that my brain and stuff like me react to it, it just, sometimes it'll do like, I'll gag and almost want to puke. Not fully puke, but like gag, and it just, ugh. So half the times, what I kind of just try to do just to help with it is either squeeze onto like an object, like a squishy object, or just squeeze something on me that kind of help with it just a little bit from it going into there. But that is the one thing I do hate though with this. So it's me doing that. But ugh, and y'all, half the time water will be going down my eyes sometimes. Sometimes automatically. That's just how crazy it gets. So yeah. That's just big. I mean, ugh, that's just one of the worst things I do hate, though, is when it happens. But yeah, wild. Yeah, exactly. Like for real, it's just like I in the crowd. It's almost kind of tragic in my brain. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I think you did. I think so, or at least close to be. I think you did. Well, Mel helped you out spelled it, so luckily he helped out with it. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I will say my seizure activity, luckily these days, a lot, I mean, luckily now since I'm a lot older, my seizures aren't like crazy. They're not like super active than they were when I was little because yo, when I was a lot younger, that was kind of when they were more active. Like beginning of like my childhood, they were pretty active, and then after I had my brain surgery when I was almost 2, which is removing most of the right side of my brain to control it. Had I think another seizure. I think more of my seizures came back crazy again. I think at like 5 or 6 years old, and then kind of halfway throughout until like I don't know what age specifically, till like kind of as I was getting older, and then finally started using this good medication. Which at this point, y'all, the medication I'm on, literally, I will if I had to describe it in a way, it's almost like my seizures are almost erased, kind of a situation. So to me, it's like they're barely even around often. Just a thank goodness to me because, whew, you know, that goes. And also, I'll say this too. Some people with epilepsy can actually feel when the seizure is coming, but some can't. Like, I can't tell. Like I can't feel like it's coming. It's almost like, for example, like an example is I can feel whenever a dizzy spell is happening because I feel it directly. But within a seizure, it's a whole different story. And then to describe that to y'all, it's almost like imagine if I was just let's say me and a friend, let's say I was hanging out with a friend or something, and we're just hanging out, chilling, talking, all this stuff, and all of a sudden, next thing I know, that friend of mine is seeing me going into a theater without me knowing. And so after that, they go grab my parents, let them know, and then tracking to make sure that I don't have to use my rescue meds involved. And then next thing I know, I'm waking up in a full other location. Yeah, that's and also actually no wait, I actually know remember this story too. So there was one story I do remember now specifically. So me and my grandparents who basically passed away about one passed away about 3 years ago, one passed 2 years ago, but about to be 3 years ago. Um, so it was my dad's side by the way. And this is when I was little though. I was hanging out with them on this specific day, and we actually went to Walmart to go get because they had to go get some groceries, and so we all had along to go. So it's me and my grandparents, and next thing I know, we're in the water and soda aisle where all the drinks and stuff were at. Next thing I know, y'all are gonna not be ready for this. I have a little freaking epileptic seizure in the middle of the aisle. So my grandparents had to help me out and also had to go grab an employee for that worked for that Walmart location in their area. And yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, basically, welcome back. But yeah, so basically this guy who worked at that Walmart specifically that year, he carried me out to their car, and then next thing I know, I wake up on my grandparents' couch. And again, I look around, I'm like, what happened? Cause y'all, when I was younger, when I had them, I will usually will say what happened, and then someone next to me will explain it at me. But then when I was a sophomore and had it, it was way different. Like I did not say what happened at all. I thought I would, but I was way. I thought something weird was happening to me. Like I thought my brain was going crazy. Like I kind of was a little bit confused in my own brain. Like I thought someone was trying to test me or do something crazy to me because when you because especially when you come out of one, it's like your brain takes a second to analyze what's happening, and it's like yeah, they can be. Because honestly, Raymond, sometimes in seizures, sometimes you can have sometimes more than one seizure. Sometimes, not all the time. Like y'all, one time specifically when I was like a baby, at one point I had up to probably 24 seizures within I think 24 to 48 hours, which was bizarre to think about. Like in my head, that's insane. That's because I was like way younger back in the day. And so even I had to get hospitalized for that and just oof. And then of course I was hospitalized when I was like I think 6. I kept saying 5 a lot because that's what I remembered hearing. So I told them I'm like, oh, it's 5 had a seizure. And then I think it was turned out I was almost 6 and had it. And so there's been a couple of times I've had to been hospitalized for it. But that's just because of I either have more than one or it gets really bad. Even if you're trying it, it will not work. So go down there and they help you out with it. But oh, it was back in the day though. Those are just crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. What is your age there? Just curious. So that way, you know. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Because think about that. That's wild. Okay, yeah, I think. Yeah, it's totally fine with me. Wait, did you fill the form? I'm trying to remember. I think you didn't you? Because I know someone else filled it out too recently. But yeah, hand. Okay. Yeah, you can, Hannah. Just fill out the form if you haven't. Because I know somebody else. Because I know one of Metamons has her friend also the same age, but has a different name now. So all you do is go to my YouTube page, go to the post tab, scroll about halfway down till you'll see a post that says for all incoming mods on it. You should see a Google form link on there. Put your name under that, which is like your YouTube name in here. Then let me know when you're done, so it's only a couple of questions that you have to fill out. And then let me know when you're finished so that way I can check it. Which is pretty simple. But, yeah. Yeah, so far you don't seem to have issues, so I feel pretty comfortable with it. So just let me know when you do get done. So that way I can be aware. But yeah. Yes, yeah. Rayman, it's wild. I mean, Mel, it's wild. But, it's crazy. At the same time, because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah. Because even in my early childhood, it was way more rapid. But that's just because, especially as the brain develops and stuff like that, and even you start to get older with it, it's like, it kind of acts way more active. And so, yeah, it's crazy. And like I said, I'm thankful to God that 19 and a half years later, I am here like I'm literally up here walking, talking, and living my life. Even if even if there's gonna be moments in my head I'm gonna start doubting myself stuff, or if I start to rethink things in my mind, I'm here living. Cause I literally fight my war for that long, and I will till my last days, which thank God for it. Yeah, because for example, and even Mel with mods, I even specifically do stuff like that. Like, I'll tell you, a previous mod of mine I have that comes in here sometimes, but not often. They actually gave me the idea to do a Google form on that because it's almost like if you were it's almost like if you were applying for a job somewhere, you know? It's like that. But instead, it's here. It's only just a couple little things that just puts their name, which is YouTube name related, their age, so this way keeps it all straightened out. And it's good to keep things organized, especially since I put a lot of y'all mostly in here. Because, but yeah. Yeah. It's just, and y'all, honestly, with me and mods, I pay attention towards those people because, some people will just add mods, just, assuming that, okay, you're nice enough, add. The thing is, y'all, if you just keep doing that pattern, you're not going to know if you're going to end up adding somebody who's rude. And especially for here, I have mods on here who actually respect me, but also to the rest of the chat. Because, at the end of the day, I want to be the channel that shows example towards y'all and also towards new people that are in here. You know? Because it's better than, the opposite of it. Hang on, give me it back. Give me just a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Let's see. give me just a second. I just gotta check something real quick. Wait. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna push my brain. Give me just a moment, y'all. Oh, hang on. Gotta fix my shirt. You're crazy, but hang on. Hang on, y'all. Oh, give me just a minute. I'm just checking for something real quick. So, let's see what's back here. Just okay, I think. Oh, here we go. Right here. Found it. Okay. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to put some chapstick on because my lips were kind of chapped, which I hate when it does that. So, let's continue. Yeah, let me look to make sure I not missed anyone's response. Here, right here. Whoa. That's crazy. What the? Here, right here. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm back. I gotta do that. Sorry, making sure I'm not missing the chat. But, yeah, because I mean, y'all, a lot of people don't even do that with their mods. Like, I'm the only one here who does that. So, kind of take that as an opportunity. But that's because I see good in those people. And, plus, even with mods, I let them just show examples of how it's actually supposed to be. Then, just go in and just put in people. Because, they're crazy. And plus, I'm almost 20. So, we're putting down the responsible way as well. Anyway, what the? Sorry, next door. That's what we do here, though. Anyway. Well, I think I do know for a fact. I know Mel is a mod for Leah. I know, because I think I remembered seeing that. For one fact, that's at least what I know. Because I was in one of her streams recently, like a while back, and he was in one of those. But I'm pretty sure he is mod for some others too. That's what I do now. But yeah, so we're gonna keep going. But I mean, y'all, we gotta keep doing our own part. I mean, she only has one. Like, she only has one. That's it. But honestly, I don't know why she does. I mean, occasionally she'll need to add a couple more people because, because what if her hitters start coming in and, even though she's like, oh, we're not gonna fuss it over and stuff like that. Well, the full on needs to happen, you know? And plus, mods are a big help, especially because, they do a lot of work for a stream so that way it makes the chat all good, and that we don't have to literally, we don't have to put up with anyone throughout. Yeah, Jackie's her only mod in her streams, from what I've even seen. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. There's like little helpers on the end and stuff like that. Radio. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. My braids did really good. Not looking too crazy, but now half. It's a first train bird, so yeah. Hate that. Hey, we're gonna do it again. It's only this half that, because, I hate when those little hairs start to poke out. Like, I do hate that though, because even though I've grown my hair out like crazy, like only just a bit, there's still gonna be some short hairs that are gonna peek in there during somewhere, you know? And I'm actually wearing a low ponytail right now. And then braided it. Sometimes I do like doing that sometimes with my ponytails occasionally. Because, it's cute, but also it just does a lot. Oh, man, excuse it. There we go. Okay, now this should be good for, like, a little bit. Knock on wood. Tap, I'm not gonna fully knock on wood, but, Yeah. Exactly. Yep, we all. Yep, Raymond, we all do in that life, which was all looking at. I'm like, person, chill what you're doing. So, it's crazy. But, yeah. But, man, y'all, I can't believe me and AJ will be the same age next month. For 4 months. That's crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I can't think that off the bat. Yep. Trolls is right, Mel. They're too crazy. And they just don't know how to put up with their own brain. And plus, they're literally wasting their own time, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Even in all streams, they waste their own time. Because imagine if they're literally a freaking adult acting like a freaking kid. Because some of them do act like that. It's just, it's frustrating, but it's like, why? Because, trolls are just a big waste of time. Because, at the end of the day, we want to make sure we have people in here who are respectful, but also who, are good. Because, I don't even have the time of day to mess with somebody like that. And even, I'm only 5'3", but even they say it. Short girls kind of get a little crazy sometimes. So we don't want to, and plus, I don't want somebody to get to the point where my one side's going to have to come out. Like, literally my senses side will just have to go right at them because, they're going crazy. Because, I mean, my sensitive side has had to come out a couple times in high school. Because either someone's being insane or just hearing the drama of someone. I'm like, come on. You know? But yeah, we have we literally have the spice in us, though. Just saying that. So, yeah. Oh, man, I'm not gonna lie one bit. Oh, let's see, I'm good. I know it's damn. But we're just chilling out there, y'all. Just chilling. For those that are watching. It's just us few. Crazy. So, alrighty. What do we got? Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, let me put some in my door real quick. So give me just a second. Oh gosh. Anyway, so golly. Okay, no, I'm turning this off because it's making me crazy. Like, yo, sometimes it's like, it does well for a while, but then over time, either I get too hot by it, or it just drives my head like crazy. But that's just because of the. I mean, it's good to have that there sometimes when needed, but, you know, that's why I'm always. That's why when it comes to me lighting, I like it. I don't always like it super bright in my face for, like, for an extended period of time. But, exactly. Mel, that's what I have my mods doing here. It's the same thing. Because, moderating Alive is just like a job. Because you're helping the streamer out by getting rid of all their crazy people. Rapper, welcome in the chat. I can see you're new. How are you doing? But yeah, even I treat the same way with y'all. It's the same way. And even, that's what we do here. Because, and that's, yeah. But hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, we're all hanging. So, it's pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. You're still sleeping for work still? Dang. That's crazy. But, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he needs to. Man, some of y'all have got to, and y'all get up to like 50. But, yeah. It's okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. Some of them can be. Only some people, not all people. But yeah, that's just what we do. And so, crazy next door. Oh, good, though. Anyway. Yeah. It's only 73 degrees in here. That's wild. But, yeah, we're just hanging out there, y'all. Yeah, I definitely get it. It's crazy. So, oh man, we're just chilling. Let me put my. What? What? That's crazy. Oh gosh. I swear some people are insane out there. All that wild. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, I hate that from too, because I mean, like I even say it too. People are crazy these days. Like, they honestly don't know what they're doing. And plus, some people just need to start acting. They really at this point need to start acting like their own age. Like for real. Act like your proper age and stick with it. Like, yo, I'm 19 or almost 20. I act like it. So don't try to even come in here acting like you're like either you're 10 or 9, or you're trying to come in here and you're acting like you're either 50 or 60, when really you're way younger than that. So let's not try to even act like that range area. Don't even try to be crazy. Because, But yeah, just saying. Act mature in here, people. For those that don't even do that. Hang on. It's my chair, though. Fix my rug, though, because it's a little cray-cray. But for real. Because it's basically accurate. But yeah. So. Oh? Okay, dang. What? That's crazy. That's pretty wild. But, man. Crazy. Let me see what's happening. Oh. What are we doing out here? Just checking to see what my outside view looks like right now. Oh, cows. And half my neighbor's cows are so cute. Well, let me see what's happening in my chat. Oh. Man. Oh gosh. Yeah. Raymond, I get you there. But, hang on, what? Huh. Oh gosh. So, Well, that's crazy though. Okay, so wait. Okay, so that means oh god. So for me, that probably means I might not live that long because I got diagnosed with scoliosis at 14. Oh god. Oh, that's gonna tell me that. Oh lord. Oh lord, that's crazy though. Never even knew that. So gosh. So it tells me I'm not gonna live that crazy long distance. But hopefully it proves me not. So. Cause yeah, y'all heard there. I got diagnosed with scoliosis at 14 years old. Cause I was in middle school. Because they were doing the usual checks that they would do like from 5th grade into middle school, where they check you for scoliosis, check your eyesight, your hearing, all the things. And so when I went in on this specific day, did it all, I noticed that one of my teachers that brought me down and then the school nurse were talking, and I'm like, didn't really know anything about it, really. And then just kept going, so did the hearing test and eye vision, which of course I have bad vision too. But, yeah. So, later on, me and my mom go to, because actually, kind of before this too, during like spring break of that year, at least that year, like I was like 14 or 13. I think it might have been, I don't know, I think I was 13 or 14 when I was diagnosed with it. But I remember specifically during spring break, we were just on a regular vacation in the area, and everything went pretty good. And then when we got back, I started to, it was like a Thursday, like Thursday night or Friday. No, it was actually in the middle of the night. It was like the middle of Thursday night going into Friday that I woke up in the middle of the night out of nowhere and just started just vomiting. Out of nowhere. It was, I'm like, oh, weird. Go back to bed, wake up again, start throwing up again. Strange. So I didn't, at the time, I did not feel like getting my parents involved because it was way too late. And sometimes your brain just, you don't want to disturb them. You don't want to make them less hours of sleep and stuff like that, and just deal with it. So wake up, not feeling that great, and then kind of went on. There's been points throughout the day where I have vomited too. Just not, was not able to keep any fluids or food down for a lot. Then that same night, which was probably of that year, which is back, by the way, um, my mom was like, you know what, we're gonna go down to the hospital to see what's happening. So really, y'all, I was there till about probably almost 4:30 in the morning, at least around almost that timeline. And really, all I just did was just kind of like lay down. Of course, I got meds into me and stuff like that, and then they came in and be like, so basically what happened was one of the people that were taking care of me that night was like, okay, so we're gonna discharge you, but if she ends up feeling the exact same way by the next day, bring her back. And so, um, yeah, and so fast forward, we get home probably around that like almost 3:40ish timeline. Then I go back to bed, wake up the next morning, still not feeling 100%, but my vomiting wasn't like super active. And then around the afternoon of that day, my dad brought me in. And then that's when actually this time more stuff was actually happening. So I went into the things, actually took a urine sample to make sure that it was good. And then I also went and did a CT scan as well, and doing the things. And then even they even got me in for just a checkup appointment with my pediatrician at the time to check in with them too about what's been happening with me. And so that following Monday, go in, tell her what was going on, and then I kind of went for an X-ray of my back as well, since we did my mom kind of brought some of half of that up, but didn't know what it was. And then I think it was later that same day or the next day is when I find out that one of the things I had was scoliosis. And of course, in my brain, I literally had the what ifs in my head. I'm like, what if I'm gonna have to have surgery? Am I gonna have to, you know, wear a brace on myself? Or what if I can't do sports anymore? Because y'all, at that time too, I was also a gymnast at the time. So even I was like, what if I can't do gymnastics again? Or, all those what ifs just piled in my brain. It was, because it's unexpected. That's what happens when you hear something like that out of the blue. And, yeah, so I went to, like, not too long after, I went down to, an orthopedic doctor to get it checked to have them look at it too, to see if they need to either do surgery or a brace, just to see. But luckily, y'all, thankfully, at least from the scans of it, luckily, my curve was not that bad as it was than I thought it was going to be. So it was only just a little bit. So kind of if I were to trace in my vision a little bit, so it's almost like this, a slight curve, then go up. So almost like a slight C shape, but not all the way out. So it's very small, luckily. So thank goodness. So it's basically like, thank Jesus that I did not need to have surgery or back brace involved. And I was actually able to. But also, on this exact day, that's when I found out I actually stopped growing. at 14 to 13 years old. Yep, so that's how I ended up also finding out that I stopped at 5'3". But, yeah, crazy. But that was like back in the day though. So, pretty wild. But, yeah, that's what crazy sometimes they can do to you. Oh? Man. It's pretty crazy. But yeah. What? Mel, you're like me when I was in school, I'll tell you that. Because there would also be times of me, it would take me kind of forever what. Because, like, when I was in school and stuff, even with me, I'm like, what should I wear to school that day? It's the same way. It's like, what do I want to wear, you know? It's like, do I want to wear something Q related? Or do I just want to wear a t-shirt with just basic pants or something like that? And even with makeup, it was the same thing with me. I'm like, do I want to wear less makeup or more makeup today or none? Because actually, y'all, like, I did wear makeup a lot in high school. But then there was days, too, that I just decided to either put less or not do it. Because even my senior, I just didn't care what I did at the end of the day. So there's some days I went in with makeup on, some days I didn't. And then only do, like, half. But, yeah. Oh. Interesting. But, yeah. Pretty crazy. So, let's see. Um, Hang on. Just what's help button. But we're just chilling though, y'all, so. Yeah, it's only 3:02 over here. That's crazy. But, anyway. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of things that happens, you know. But, yeah. So, just chilling. And y'all, it's crazy. But, pretty wild. Let's see what's not like it. Hang on, let me do this real quick. Let's see. There you go. Give me just a second. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I was plugging into my phone, so it wouldn't die on me while I'm still talking with y'all, which, you know, it's important. Because it's like, at the end of the day, I'd rather get it put in so I can still talk with y'all at the same time. And stuff. I almost had almost the same thought too there, Raymond. That's funny. But, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Nice. That's pretty cool. How have you liked working doing that, Mel? Nice. That's pretty cool, though. Nice. Not gonna lie. One bit. And stuff like that. But yeah, we're all just hanging out, just questioning. Man, it's crazy. But alrighty. So let me just fix my thing real quick. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, you know, it's crazy. Oh, that is hard. Man. Y'all are so funny. But I mean, yeah, life, you never know what you're doing. And so, just gotta keep it going. I mean, we're just hanging out, though. Already. Oh, that's so funny, Raymond. Oh, that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. One bit. I mean, hey, someone's gotta be funny in here, too, you know? Because, you know, if someone wasn't, then technically in the middle of it would be boring. You know? Yeah. Because that's not what's gonna happen. You know. That's not what's gonna happen. But yeah. So, just chilling though, y'all. So, yeah. But that's what's happening there. Man, though, I still can't get over the fact that I'm gonna be 20 within 5 months. How? That's just in my head, though. Like, honestly, it's really crazy because it's like it's wild how we age so quickly, but at the same time, it's like actually going into the next era. It's like, wow, crazy. It's wild. But I mean, in my head, it's crazy. It's like, how? But then it's like, oh my god, my brain. That's just what happens. And so we're just hanging out. It's all sweet. Oh gosh. Let's see. Hang on. I'm just looking at. Ooh, should I get cool? Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff real quick. Man, voice crack. Excuse me, I hate that when it happens to me. Let's see. No, I actually like where this is at. I know I'm just looking at something. But yeah, just chilling. Anyway. Alright. Let's fix my bangs. Spacing. So, got 3 people in my chat still. So, anyway, what do I know at this point? Yeah, we're just chilling. Just like we've been for a couple hours, which is good. Because, you know, the more you're doing it, the better. Even if. Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, even each year we all won't believe that our age will go up a number. It's like, but also, especially when you're a whole other decade, it's like, what the? It's, yeah, because I still can't get over that I'm turning 20. Like, this year, honestly, I feel like I'm turning into my parents a little bit. Because usually our parents are the ones that are going crazy and all that wild jazz. It's just like, yeah. And it's even crazy. It's like I said, it's crazy to even say in your own head. It's like, how? It's like, how do I get there already within a few years? Crazy. But, man, yeah. But anyway. Ugh, sorry, someone was on my leg. Felt like. So give me a second. But yeah. So that's pretty crazy. Anyway. Alright, what else I want to do? Hang on. Try to fix my keywords just a little bit. Because they're kind of a little bit crazy. I will say that. Sorry about being wild. But yeah. Yep, it's true, it's right. Because that's just what happens. It's a normal thing. Not gonna lie. Like, pretty crazy. Oh my god. But then, y'all, what's crazy is next month, on the 27th, my boyfriend and I will be the same age until I'm 20. Yeah. We'll both be officially 19 next month. So he'll match up with me. And I've told you the pattern before. Because, for reference, I'm a year older than he is. And so, basically, at first, I'm a certain age 1 year, then he'll come back with me in June, and then we'll be that exact same number in age for 4 months out of the year. Then I'm the next number up, and then rolls back. It's crazy. Awesome, Raymond. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Cause like, and also it's even crazy that he'll be 19 within a month. Yeah, wild for somebody that did not know that. So, yeah, and but yeah, like I've shown some of y'all. Make it torn. Hang on, y'all. Here we go. But yeah, y'all, I still can't, like, even I can't get over. Hang on. To me, honestly, what's crazy is me looking back at, like, just all the pics I currently have had with AJ, but also even, like, in a few of them in frames. It's wild. Like, for example, over here, I've got a lot of us, too. I might fix some things real quick around here, though. Just for a little bit of a better look like. Okay. Hang on. Let me fix a couple things real quick. Just to kind of show it a little bit better. Be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. I was grabbing something real quick. But we're back. You know, I'm gonna fix some of this. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Now I can show you guys kind of better at it. Yes, we all like to have fun, which is a good thing. Because if we didn't, then we would be crazy people. But, yeah, here's what's cool. So, here's pics in here of us, even there's a couple of me individually. Which, crazy. And actually, my mom got that and my boyfriend both the same thing. So, even I sent her some pics of us and even kind of us individual to frame, which I had no idea she did. And she did 2 of those. So one was for me that you're looking at, and then my boyfriend got the same exact one too. So that was like our first year though, which was basically our beginning. Like we were still in the months, but it was like last year. But it was like the cutest thing we got last year. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. Like, and also, so for example, all the pics over there. So this one right there is me, him, and one of my friends, which she's like a sister to me, named Asia. Then over here in the far corner, which is on the bottom, that was when we celebrated my 18th birthday. So that was when he and I first got to actually celebrate together. And then, I'll pull it up though. Kind of wish on this side you can let me turn, but plus I need to fully then it would. But then of course there's a few with me that when we did senior photos at my old school before I transferred. Then us walking into homecoming. Crazy. Then this is his senior photo on the very end. Y'all, I can't. He looks like a freaking future husband, but he also, for some reason, y'all, he gives off dad vibes. I don't know why. He just looks so good. But there's this one far photo that's all the way down here. This was when we were 2 months in. It's crazy. And then one above it was just a school day photo, typical that we did. And y'all, this was actually the day he hugged me from behind, which was hot. I can't. Even I was like going crazy when he actually did it out of nowhere. Like I even had my friend try to literally get a photo of us two doing it, so I can actually remember that off the bat. Up here, homecoming. It's hard to see because this thing doesn't have a turn icon. But yeah, a lot of those photos were crazy though, just wild. So it's pretty crazy to even look back. Yeah, wild. Then here, hold me on for a second. Oh, Logan, how are you doing? I see you're in here. But then over here, this was at his graduation, which I would have graduated there too, but if I didn't transfer. So this was me at his graduation, which y'all, that day I was going crazy. Like y'all, I knew from the moment that when his name got called, I knew I was gonna go screaming in the audience. I just knew it because it was like I was proud of them, but also we kind of have to go kind of cute, supportive there in the audience. So of course I was the craziest one in his section because it was me, his brother, so it was me, his brother Max, and then his aunt, and then almost like a family friend that also they called aunt too, but not related, not really related. Named Rachel. So and then a couple of his cousins were there too, which they were like younger. So, of course, out of the section, I was going wild, and I still can't get over it. And then up here, These are just 3 different photos of us from different times. So the first 2 are from from last year, and then the last one was from. Actually, no, these 2 are from the year before, and then that was last year. They're all actually at this point they're all technically last year, but the first photo that was when we were officially a thing. Second one that was October, like one of it was like one of the school days in October, but y'all, I somehow look so good in the second one. Oh my god. And then the third one was when last year when I was celebrating when I was 19. And that was also the day though that I got my promise ring though. Off the bat. Which was crazy. But y'all again, how? I look so good in that one too. Even y'all, he didn't have his glasses on in that one because they I think broke at the time. I think his broke at the time from something, so he had to get new ones at that timeline. So it was a little bit crazy afterwards, but um, yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it's crazy. So um, yeah, and then also over here was when um we went to my high school's prom, which was the school I transferred to my second semester. So crazy for that. Like, it's crazy. My brain can remember a lot of it, but it's like, wow, looking back, it's crazy. So it's just what you kind of do sometimes. But um, but yeah, it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie one bit. All right, I got. But yeah, it's crazy though. Like yeah, I mean, I still can't reflect over that almost officially a year ago. Like almost within a week, it'll be a year ago that I graduated. And then in the next couple of weeks will be the same thing with AJ. It's wild. But and like I said, it's just crazy to believe how much memories I've had of him. And even when we got it's just it's unheard of. Yeah, I'll be right back though. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom, so luckily we seem like we are doing good, so that's a good thing. But anyway, let me just come grab my transfer. But yeah. So but yeah, it's pretty wild. So Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. But I mean, y'all, we've been just relaxing for over the past couple hours. But anyway, I mean, right now we're not doing a whole lot. Even I'm not doing a whole lot right now either. But um, but I am fixing to get off here in like a minute. Just because I've been on here for a couple hours and just, my brain just needs just a slight bit of a break. But maybe I'll come on here again in like maybe in a few hours, maybe, and do another stream, just another catch up one. But y'all, just so you guys are aware, for this live I did it through StreamYard, which is cool because it's the same thing like I would do on here, but because you can also use StreamYard. It's not it's not an app, it's a website. It's free. But you can still do your normal streams but through there. And also StreamYard has a little bit more things in it. Like for example, y'all, I can actually let me tell you this. I actually can comment on StreamYard. Like I'll tell you this, I can actually comment in the chat through the StreamYard platform. Because when I do like my normal lives through YouTube usually, which this is on YouTube, but I'm just doing it through the website through there. When I do usually do it on YouTube on its own, I am not able to always comment. Sometimes in the chat and things like that. So basically what's cool is like here, let's say if I wanted to put something in the chat I could. Or, if I wanted to answer someone's response but I didn't want to say it out loud, goes in the chat too. But hopefully, though, the rest of you guys have a great day. But also, like I said, as of right now, I am planning on coming back probably in a few hours. Because in a little bit, I'll probably try to maybe make myself something to eat to get something in my system. But also just to give my brain a rest. Because, talking, hanging out with y'all, it's a good thing. But at the same time, your brain will start to get a little bit of an impression in your brain. So, anywho, I will come back probably sometime in a couple hours. So I will see y'all then.